In our third seed, hailing from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Dylan Miller! And in our second seed, looking to see if he can come back for a rematch from the big island of Hawaii, Matty Hiroto Inaba!
Yeah, the crowd is absolutely buzzing right now. You can hear a huge applause.
The loser is eliminated from the tournament. You each have a 2-minute timeout with a 1-minute set break in between. Matty, as the higher seed, would you like to go first or second?
I'd like to go first.
All right, Matty, go ahead and sit at the solving station. Dylan to the bench.
I think that's a great idea for Matty, forcing Dylan to go second when he knows that Matty can set the tone. I think that's a fantastic tactic by Matty right there, kind of winning the psychological game.
Luke Greiser with the top tier analysis as always. I think you're absolutely right as well. For Matty, it didn't really seem to matter if he was going first or second. He is just on. If somehow you manage to miss the last match, holy moly, you gotta rewind the YouTube. You gotta like play it on like 10x speed or something. I don't know. You need to be caught up before we go into this one. Losers finals. The winner of this is going to go back into the winner's bracket and gonna face Timon. Both of these guys definitely relishing at the chance to do so. Manu Singhal, Luke Greiser here on the mic. Luke, what do you think? If you're Matty, what do you have to do in order to get this done?
If you're Matty, you're going to have to bring it just as much as you did against Timon. Because Dylan, while inconsistent, when he's locked in, he is just as good as both of them. And he can perform well on the big stage, getting his 539 average at the North American Championships in the second round with all of the people watching him on stream. Absolutely incredible. So Matty's going to have to bring it just as much as he did last set. And if you're Dylan Miller, you're going to have to activate go mode because you're going against the cubing Jedi himself. And something tells me that he's not going to pull any punches.
Certainly. I mean, look, he is the Louisiana legend, but we're going up against one of the greatest solvers our sport has ever seen. I mean, to be frank, he has to be one of the best solvers to never get a world record. 5.06 average in official WCA competitions. He was the North American champion in 2022. Amazing job last year at North American Championships. Also, he's due for a really, really good WCA outing, and he's proving that here at PSL. When given the opportunity, it's all gas, no brakes. And here we go. We're starting set one, solve one. Dylan Miller, Matty Hiroto Inaba. Orange cross to start things off. Interestingly, looks like all red pieces were oriented at some point. 6.46, not a great solve from Matty. Definitely possible for Dylan to get something here.
I thought I was tweaking out. I thought I saw F2L and OLL done at like 1 second.
Yeah.
But, it looked.
I know you're ready.
Yeah, right there. I have no words. I don't know what that was. Very interesting situation, but Dylan needs, all things aside, Dylan needs to be a 645, and he can absolutely do that if he just pays attention and focuses.
Here's Dylan on the yellow cross. Looks like he took a bit of a pause there on F2L number 3, 6.24, and he's got it. He's got one solve on Matty Hiroto Inaba. You have to think Dylan is a little bit of the underdog here, but he is not going down without a fight.
Not going down without a fight is absolutely right. 624, taking it against the 645. Any win against Matty is going to be a good win because you're dealing with an unstoppable force, but Dylan Miller is going to have to be an immovable object. His brain is going to have to stay consistent and locked in.
Matty on white cross now. What can he... Oh, sorry, on blue cross, my apologies. 5.67. A great solve by all means, a little bit behind his pace and probably below his standards. Again, this is certainly possible for Dylan. As you said, Luke, he got a 4.1 earlier today. I forgot if it was 4.16 or 4.18. He can definitely pull out something like that, but anything less than 5.7 will do.
Mm-hmm. And Dylan is a white and yellow solver, so he's going to be looking at both of those. It looks like he's going for yellow because that's facing him, but I could be wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah, it looks like it was. Ended up being white, but this is looking really long. This is not going to beat a 5. 6.54 instead. Yeah, if he had, you swap those numbers, the 6 and the 5, then he'd just barely get by. A good solve from him, but just not good enough. Double 6 from Dilly and 6 and a 5 from Matty. 1-1.
Let me know you're ready.
Matty jumping straight into it. 1-1, looking to take away this first set.
It's calm, composed. I see right now that there's some good yellow. I don't know if Matty's going to do that. Yeah, he's going to do blue instead. But this is looking extremely good. 4.484. 4.848. Amazing solve. Matty is getting better with every single solve he's putting up, and that is going to be a tough one for Dylan.
Oh, yeah. So it seems like every time that I look at Matty, like he posts averages of 12, averages of 100 every now and then, and I tune into them because you're going to watch Matty do solves. And it seems like every time I predict a solution, he does the exact opposite of what I was predicting. So maybe that's why he's third in North America, and I'm 6th.
Just a small difference between the top solvers there. Here's Dylan now. Unfortunately, not really getting anything going. M2 to M2. Yeah. Cross was wrong. That, unfortunately, is a throwaway. So Dylan has given up his advantage here. Matty is now up 2 solves to 1, set 1.
Yeah, mentality going into this, definitely Matty playing the psychological game, forcing Villain to go second, especially at such a high level solver, against such a high level solver as himself. 484 going second, knowing you have to beat it. That's exactly what happens. 8-2 with M2U2 M2. I would probably do the same thing as well.
Yeah, it's really, really tough. I mean, Matty may have just picked the counter pick, and maybe that's what's going to decide this match. Here's blue cross on for Matty again. Looks like a bit of a longer solution, but just clean. Just absolutely clean. 5.24, excuse me. Yeah,
so Matty going straight into this. He had a nice little U-perm, but he did not like the execution of it. Like you can see, he had a negative reaction because of that lucky U-perm. Not satisfied with a 524, which is absolutely ridiculous. Set point, he needs a 523.
What can Dylan do? Switching to yellow, perhaps? Yeah, it looks like he's really set on yellow there. No, going back to white. That's an extremely late switch for Dylan. Is he going to get anything good here? He's going to need something magical. Yeah, it looks like some weird D moves there. Unintentional. 6.71. That's going to be the first set. 3-1 to Matty Hiroto Inaba. Dylan, don't go anywhere too fast. He's going to start the second set. Oh, looks like he's taking an extra second here.
He's being forced to take an extra second here. Yeah, there we go. Now he's ready to start.
Let me know you're ready.
Right, the 1 minute in between sets. I absolutely forgot. It's just been fireworks back to back. Here we go. Set 2, solve 1. What can Dylan Miller produce here? Couple of white pieces look already oriented. They're kind of swapped though, so it's not might not be the greatest choice. Let's see what he's going to pick. Smooth through his cross. That's his F12 done. OLL, unfortunately, exec error. 6.21. Man, that's tough.
Yeah, 621 with the OLL execution definitely costing him at least a good half a second right there. So we'll see if that proves to be detrimental, or if Matty is going to lose anyway, or if he's going to get like a 5.5 and it won't have mattered too much. But Dylan watching as this next solve is in Matty's hands completely. See what Matty looks for on this one.
Yeah, remember, a +2 is also disastrous. Even if Matty gets a 4, if he +2s, he might not win it. So it's going to be... anything can kind of happen here. Let's see, yellow cross is the choice. And Matty, this is looking clean. 5.24 yet again. Back-to-back 5.24s for Matty, and back-to-back wins. He's up 1-0.
Yep, very, very nice solve for Matty. Exactly what he needed to set this tone. Dylan saying he expected this outcome. I don't know what outcome he's talking about. There's still a whole lot of solving left to go, and if anyone can come back against Matty Hiroto Inaba, I think it's him.
I mean, he's the driver here. He's going first. He's solving first. Inspecting on solve number 2 now.
8 seconds.
But I just want to see something absolutely magical from
12
Dylan.
seconds.
Let's bring out the fireworks, my friend. Good turnings to start off with, but then the cube drop, unfortunate. 8.65, a bit of a sarcastic fist bump there.
65?
Man, all signs point to Matty kind of
65?
sweeping this set, unfortunately.
There are no fireworks on this St. Patrick's Day weekend in Louisiana, unfortunately. Matty needing to safely beat a 8.62. Something tells me he's going to be able to do it, but, I mean, you have to start the timer first, and that's been a problem in the past with these competitors.
I mean, yeah, the 4-pad mode is definitely different, so the competitors, looks like Matty did start the timer without a problem, and just smooth, absolutely smooth. A masterclass 4.70 to put that one away. And it's all
holding
Matty
absolutely no punches back. Yeah, all Matty, just like he said. Matty pulling absolutely no punches, going straight into it. 4.7 up 1-0, 2-0 right here. Smooth U-perm execution, flawless solve right there for Matty. Dylan's back is against the wall, and he needs to win 3 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. He's in his preferred position of, you know, starting the solves, but, you know, when you're 2 solves already down, you need to reverse 3-0, one of the best in the world, in order to get this set. Let's see what he can do. Yellow cross, maybe a bit cleaner in terms of execution overall, but long solution, 7.449. That's tough. It's tough to see Matty not finish here.
Yeah, that's more than likely going to be it for this second set out of 3. It's not 2 out of 3, it's 3 out of 5. But this second set that Matty has to win in order to face against Timon again in the finals. And if you're Timon, either way, you have some safety blanket because you have to lose twice in order to lose this entire event. And yeah, he just has his head above the water when it comes to that.
Matty didn't start the timer.
Dylan taking the solve. Unbelievable.
Wow, that is insane. As we were just mentioning earlier. No, looks like the timer is working just fine. Unfortunately for Matty, hard to tell from here if the light is on or not. No, the light is not on. He never started the timer. Insane. Dylan Miller has been given a gift. Solve number 4.
4-pad really does that. Yeah, solve 4.
You have to imagine that it's really tough for the competitors to switch. They're so used to 2-pad. Everyone is using 2-pad mode since the beginning of the Speed Stacks timer. Switching to 4-pad, definitely not easy. Dylan is still doing, yeah, just a long solution and just not able to execute 7.9. That's almost certainly not going to be good enough. Matty needs to make sure he starts the timer this time.
Yeah, no. Dylan was given a gift with that third solve, and I thought if you're granted that gift, you need to be able to take advantage of that and go all out the next solve, but just unable to perform well during that one. But Patrick Ponce has been making some bold predictions in this chat. He's saying that Dylan is just losing the first 2 sets, prepping for the reverse sweep. So we'll see how that turns out after this next solve, because I think Matty is going to learn from his mistake, start the timer, and get at least a 7.89.
Yeah, I think it's very, very likely. I don't think we even need to pull out like the calculations, the probability theory. It is extremely likely that Matty is going to win this set here. And he's starting off with amazing turning. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Another 5.24. He really likes that number. And that's going to be it.
Oh, no.
I had him start and stop the timer on the last one, though.
That is not going to be it. Matty said that there's a duplicate scramble, so he's going to have to solve again.
Oh, all right. A little bit of drama here. Matty's saying he's pretty sure. Of course, we can definitely go back in the footage and take a look, but it's all kind of happening here, huh, Luke?
all kinds of drama happening in the PSL, and this is the first one. Yeah, technical timeout right here just to establish, you know, if that was a duplicate scramble, and if there was, they're going to give Matty the correct scramble, ideally. So, Manu, if you are in Matty's shoes or Dylan's shoes right now, what's on your mind?
Dude, I mean, first of all, I couldn't even imagine being as top level as these guys, but you have to be insanely stressed. I think if you're either of them, right? Matty, first of all, coming off of 2 incidents back to back, right? DNF into mid scramble, that's gotta shake it a little bit. I don't know what kind of Jedi magic he has, but there's no one in the world who isn't like completely unaffected by that. And Dylan, Dylan, unfortunately, he just has to sit and kind of wait, and there's just nothing he can do here. If I'm Dylan, I'm fully expecting to lose this set at this point. Unfortunately, 7.9, it's tough. It's tough. It's not going to be enough. He's got to be locked in. He needs to reverse 3-0. Maybe he's got to talk to Patrick or something, but he's going to need to pull something out of his bag of tricks.
Playing some DG the artist up in here. Matty is taking his sweet time. Needing to beat only a 790, but maybe he's wanting to set the tone for the rest of the set, or the rest of the match. He wants to beat that 7-9 and prove a point. There's the announcement. We're gonna get started real quick.
Yeah, I mean, Matty's typically a cool cucumber, but we'll have to see. Maybe it'll translate to a longer solution, maybe some locky stuff. Matty has been a touch sloppy at times. His solutions have just been good enough to where he's been able to power through it. Looks like yellow is on the bottom right now, but red is going to be the final choice. And this is just completely smooth, no issues at all. 528, almost an exact replay of the last one. And there you go. That's set 2.
Yeah, if I'm Matty, I'm taking that any day, every day. So that's really just it. 2-0 right here. Dylan put in a pretty tough position. Yeah, Dylan's got to lock in for probably the most important 9 to 15 solves of his life, at least so far.
There's a lot of
back against the wall, and you know, it's just tough. I mean, it is the first PSL. I wonder how much he's going to learn from this. We got another PSL coming up next week. Looks like there'll be one in Michigan at some point also. So, you know, he's got some time to kind of figure it out, put it together. The other thing is, I bet a lot of these guys, they're using some of these solves and the big moment as warm-up for Worlds. Imagine that, right? This is going to be huge for them in terms of preparation.
8 seconds.
Absolutely silent venue now as Matty goes through. Yeah, weird solution is 6.32. Interesting. Let's see what happens. Dylan now to follow up.
Come back.
Let's see. Dylan ready to take the stage.
Right. I know you're ready.
Dylan can beat a 632. It's just a matter of, is he going to do it?
I mean,
pickup, struggling with the cross.
I mean, amazing turning, I think, overall. But yeah, just too long. 688. I mean, you delete 20 of those moves, maybe even 10 of those moves, and you've got himself a win there. But unfortunately, Matty's starting this set off strong. This is going to be the game-deciding set, or at least it has the potential to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. Dylan deciding to switch cubes there, so blaming it a little bit on the cube. Maybe he's been solving on it a little bit too much. It feels either dried out or too fast. I'm not sure, but either way, down 1-0 in this crucial third set.
The guys have been doing a ton of solves, so it definitely is gonna add up. Maybe a little bit of fatigue. Matty's good at solving back to back. An amazing solve here. 4.78. Yeah, just nuts.
Yeah, unbelievable right there. Straight yellow cross, see how many rotations. 0 rotations. Double left anti-fat soon. I love calling that out. Into a V-perm. So V-perm, 748. I mean, that's phenomenal. Dylan's gonna need to beat that 748. He has a chance to.
That was a damn good looking V-perm too. I mean, just amazing the type of solver Matty is. Here's Dylan now. Oh, looking pretty. Oh! Well, if it's any solace for him, it wouldn't have done it even without the +2, so it didn't really matter. But that was a sub 5 solve, so maybe the cube switch is gonna work out for him. But you have to be. That's a little tragic for Dylan, huh?
Yeah, that's another reason why I promote the RUU perms right there, because he had a good solution and then struggled with the second M move and then +2'd on the last one. So, unfortunate. Matty is now 1 solve away from punching his ticket into the grand final against Timon Koloshinsky, and that is set to be a doozy right there.
Matty definitely going to want the run back on that. Here we go. Here's Yellow Cross. Matty kind of hesitating a little bit, but still getting an incredible 5.30.
That R-perm TPS was absolutely ridiculous. Like, not like anything I've ever seen before. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Dylan needing to absolutely bring it.
I mean, Dylan just has to win. Like, that's it. That's the only thing he can do at this point. And the crazy thing is, it's match point. Even if he takes this one by getting a sub 5 or something, he got to repeat it 3 more times just for this set. Then has to repeat that 3 more times.
8 seconds.
The odds are not in his favor, but maybe he can razzle-dazzle a little bit in losers finals here. An amazing run for him regardless. And looks like, oh, there we go. There we go. He needed 529 and he got 529. He's still alive. So
that is the second time. That's the second time that Dylan has won a solve by 0.01 to stay in the match. So absolutely crazy. Matty is going to have 2 more chances to take this match as well as this set. Let's see if he can lock it up right here, or if Dylan can come back again, because past 2 solves on this cube have been pretty good. 492 ignoring that +2, but Matty turning so fast. No! Another 492 +2! But this time Dylan's on the opposite end of it. 692 is what Dylan has to... This script is crazy.
Hold up. What is going on here? Dylan needs to beat a 6.9, and he is good. But the crazy thing is he is going second. You have to wonder if it's playing in his head at all. 6.9, Dylan has gotten several solves worse than that also. It is still match point. If he loses this one, he loses the match, but he can stay alive at least to get to solve number 5. He needs it to go to solve 5 if he wants to continue. Here's White Cross, a little bit locky on Cross. Not sure if he was able to fully grasp it. Nope, this is going to be it. Not good enough, unfortunately. And Matty gets away with a +2 in losers finals. He is going to go back to beat Timon in grand finals. An incredible match between 2 juggernauts of incredible solvers. Matty wins this one 3-0.
Yeah, Matty with an absolutely dominant performance here against the 6th fastest cuber in North America. So that kind of separation is unbelievable to see. 3-0. So Matty has punched his ticket up to the grand final up against Timon Koloshinsky. So we're going to see what happens when among the second meeting of a wizard and a Jedi. So run and tell your friends.